Hey all, Patrick Murphy from Quarter Inch Off here again, and today I'm trying to tackle clamp rack and putting all of my clamps up. So what I decided was this is going to be the best place for it in my shop. There's too much stuff to kind of get over there, too much stuff over there, plus the garage door, and not really anywhere else. So, clamp rack. So all I did was put some plywood on the wall here to hold the brackets that I'm going to make. And basically I'm going to make, the standard you've seen everybody do. I'm going to make the brackets, the triangle brackets that come out and slide my clamps in. And then maybe something a little bit different down here for the spring clamps, because I've got a lot of them, bandy clamps. We'll see. So what am I doing now? I put the plywood up there. And now I just took and made these squares. 3/4 inch. And basically made them 10 3/4. Why? That's just what they came out to. 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. And then I'm going to notch off 2 inches off of each side. So I'm going to make these brackets. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to cut this on the miter saw and then stack them up and cut the 2 inches off. And then I'm going to use pocket screws, 2 on either side. To mount these to that board. I didn't want to try to deal with screwing them in from the back and everything else because I'm not sure where I'm going to place them. I want plywood up there. I got to hang my levels. I got to hang other stuff up there. I may extend some plywood out the side. That is just a piece I had. It's like 21 3/4 wide by 48 long. So all I did was take 8 foot and cut it right in half. It was just a scrap piece I had. So that's what it is, but I may put some other stuff on the side. I need to hang my ladders too, so I may hang my ladders up there. I'm trying to avoid walking out the house and bam, something right in your face. So we'll see what I do with those. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting off this extra triangle here just to kind of shape them. I mean, you could leave it on, but this way I could do some safety stops in between them if I wanted to, if they're flat. So what I'm doing here is just lining up to the 9-inch mark on my miter saw and just cutting them so they'll all be the same size. They're all going to be 9 inches here. This will vary depending on how close the triangle was actually a triangle. Anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2 inches, but I'm just quickly doing it this way. It makes it easier. Okay, next step in this, I've got all my brackets done, or I just did a stack of brackets. Probably, we'll see if it's enough or I need more. Next step is, if this is the wall up there, I'm going to drill pocket holes through, one on each side, to hold screw one of these in, make sure it's level, make sure the clamp fits, and then once it does, I will figure out where the next one is. I didn't want to go up there and mark off because these are different size scraps and everything. The rails in between the clamps are different sizes, so this would be the easiest way, is just to do one side, get it in there, and then put the other side. But for now, I'm going to put all the pocket hole screws in. Just gonna do it old fashioned with this. I got my Foreman down there, but I'm not gonna pull it out for this. Too much work. All right, stay tuned. Right in the middle there. That's where it needs to be. All right, that's the first one done. Okay, here we are. I finished up the clamp rack. What I did was I had to adjust some of these for the size of the clamp. So most of them are this larger size right here, which is 9 inches out and 9 inches down on the big ones. On the bottom ones, I just custom fit to whatever I was doing. Word of warning if you're using pocket holes for this. So I try to do is use one on the outside, one on the inside, but it's hard for the drill bit to get into some of those. So if you do this, make sure that if you're doing it on the inside, like on these, I put both the insides on the bottom because the drill bit can get into the cutoff part. Otherwise, you're not going to get a drill bit into that tight corner. But I like it. I still want to put some ends on here just to keep things from falling off, but I mean, overall, these things are pretty stable. I didn't do any bevel cuts. I didn't lean them anyway. I didn't do any of that stuff. So I think I did pretty good. These corner ones are a pain. There's really no other way I could come up with to do those. So that's how I had them in my old shop. I did it. Left me room for expansion here. Got all my bandy clamps over here. And for this, all I have is a quarter inch piece of plywood that I brad nailed up to the bottom of this, and then I screwed in. But got rid of all the scrap in this corner too, so gives me a lot more room. Happy. Of course, where I had the clamps, I filled up with some of that scrap wood, so I didn't gain anything back. But at least all my clamps are here and accessible and easy to get to. Even with the jointer here, I can just easily reach over and grab the stuff. And I'm looking to get rid of this table. It'll push this back a little bit more, so it won't be a problem. I still gotta find a better place for my ladders. If I hang them up, they'll be a little bit more out of the way. Just put some hangers up here. But right now it's kind of awkward getting in and out of the house. Okay, next project. I need to secure my dust collection to the wall. Because what I found happens is as soon as I turn this thing on, just the suction power of this causes it to swing out a little bit for some reason. So I'm just going to I'll come up with something. I'm not sure yet. And that hole in the floor where that board is, that is a story for another time. That was here when I moved in. Tell you about that one later. But that's it. So I'm done for the day. So I'm gonna wrap up, and that's it. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you.